Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Crafts. I'm Linda Cullen from Crafty Stampin', and thank you for joining me today. Sorry about the delay. Some days you just can't get it going when you're supposed to get it going. So thank you for the hour delay working with me. I looked up at one point today. I'm like, does that say 10 o'clock? I'm like, yeah, I'm not going live at 11. So welcome. Let me show you the project we are going to do today. This is this cute little card. It is using the ornamental envelopes. It's using the whole bundle. We're using the stamps as well as the dies. The dies can help decorate your envelope, and we're going to decorate an envelope while we're at it. I did use some of the dies for the envelopes on the card too, just because why not? Because that's fun. So we're going to make that in a minute. Let me go through what the giveaways are for today. So I like to say thank you for watching and sharing. And so at the end of this broadcast, are going to give away the Tall Tidings glitter enamel dots. Those are from last year. They still go with everything. And at the end of today's broadcast, I am going to give that away. So all you have to do is leave a comment. You can simply say hi, just let me know you're there. And you have to leave that comment on the original broadcast. So if your friend has shared it, yay Julie, thank you for sharing it, but you can't leave the comment on Julie's share. You have to click through to Crafty Stampin' and leave the comment on the craftystampin.com or Facebook post. And that'll be given away live at the end of this broadcast. If you are not the winner, or you are not watching live, you're watching either on now Facebook or YouTube, because the repeat will be put up on YouTube later, leave a comment in either Facebook or YouTube. And next week on the 30th, getting ready for Halloween, I will pick a winner for the Seasoned with Kindness stamp set. And if you share this video on any social media platform, and as my thank you for doing that, I will enter you in a second time to win that Season with Kindness. So I see a bunch of people popping on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's pick the winner from last week. So last week, oh, my head's cut off in that one. Let's see, a little bit of that. All right, the last week, the giveaway was the Hung with Care stamp set, and I have everybody's name here in random.org, and I'm going to quickly flip through here, and you can see every time you see double name, that means that person shared the video, and I thank you. So we're going to get to the top here, and I'm going to hit randomize, and the name that pops to the top is going to be the winner for the Hung with Care stamp set. And the winner is Diana Mayer. So Diana, please head over to craftystampin.com, and you want to go to specials and giveaway, and then there will be a button to say click claim your prize, or if you were looking at this later in my detailed post, there's also a button there that says click to claim your prize. So let's just a few things before we get going. Don't forget the Designer Series paper sale, 15% off select papers, is ending on the 31st of October. So get your orders in quick if you want to play with the papers. And there we go. The paper pumpkin for November is Jolly Gingerbread, and that will be gift cards. So I have a full detail on my blog of everything that we know about this kit in advance in a cute little video. They do put the kit in the oven, and there is a disclaimer: do not put your cardboard box in an oven, which is kind of interesting. But so that should be fun. I do, spoiler alert, I have a alternate project to the October Joy to the World set, and that is going live tomorrow at 11 because I'm in a blog hop for it. So you get some great alternatives to Paper Pumpkin's October kit. So with that, let's head over. This is the card we're making, and this is the envelope. Isn't this cute? Oh, Diana, you're on there. Yes, Diana, you won. Congratulations. So you got the Hung with Care stamp set. I love it when people are watching when they win. That's the funnest part. So congratulations. All right, so here's the envelope, and you can also even stamp on the envelope. So fun for Christmas, you know. So this is what we're gonna make. So let's get going. Well, Diana's all like, woohoo! All right, let's see. I don't like how yellow that is. Hold on. Let me bring this back. Sometimes the camera, no, where is it? Here we go. Doesn't want to behave. All right, is that a little less yellow? There we go. All right. Bum. All right. Here we go. All right, I'm still using my new setup over here where I got everything kind of stacked up. I'm used to one of these, like I just lay everything out and it takes up too much room, but then I'm not used to this, everything lying all over the place. So I gotta get used to this. All right, so we're gonna start with, I got all my papers and envelopes. Here. All right, so. Good morning, everybody, and thank you for joining me. All right, so these are the envelopes. Here's all my paper. So this is a fun paper. This is the Heartwarming Hugs. Just poof right out of my brain. I didn't print out the PDF. So there will be later a PDF on my blog when I do a recap. And it will have a PDF with all the cut sizes, the paper that I used, and all the products, so you can recreate this. Okay, so I'm starting with Early Espresso. I really love Early Espresso with these colors. I think it makes the colors pop in this DSP. So let's see. All right, can you see that a little better? All right, so where's... Oh, here it is. I'm like, where did I put the card? Because I will go rogue and just make something else. And so I want to try to stick with what I said I was going to make. All right. Let's start over here. I'm all flustered. I said today just does not go as planned. I don't know. I did not sleep well Sunday night. I just woke up at, I don't know, 2 a.m. Couldn't fall back to sleep. So at 4 a.m. I decided just come down here and start working. And I was fine for the rest of the week. It is hitting me today. Today, I just can't function. All right. So these are, let me see, where are the dies? So these are the dies I'm using, but I want to show you, that this die set is really kind of cool. So it's got these envelope, and there is one, so there's 4 of them that will cut the inside of the envelope. And so the 4 of them are first we have our biggest, we have our Memories and More envelope. That's what the biggest one is. Then there is for our medium-sized envelopes, which is what we're gonna be doing. That one. Then, oh no, that's this one. It's this one. So there's a medium-sized envelope. Then there is for our note cards. So then there's this one for the note cards. And then there's one for our 3x3s, which oddly I don't have. I have like 95% of this catalog, and I don't have 3x3 envelopes. Gonna rectify that in the next order. But so yeah, so you can make all these cute little insides for all these envelopes. So let's put that back. So make sure I put these on. So, and then you can do detailed cutouts. So let's, these are the ones we're gonna play with. So, but this one, this one is just a scallop in the same arc, and then it's got all these little cutouts so that you can align it up and center it. So you can either cut a scallop edge on the end of your envelope, or you can cut another piece of paper so that you get a scallop detail outside of your envelope. What a way to really pretty up your envelopes. I'm going to use it, of course, I'm going to do something different, for a decoration on the top of my card. So, I got this right. Where's my stickies? So this is just a piece of the DSP, and I'm going to try and line it up centered by eyeball. Use my sticky note to hold it. And I'm missing the data. Look at it. New plates. Look how shiny that is. Oh! I mean, look, the difference between a new and an old plate. It's like, woohoo! All right, so I'm going to try and keep using, we'll see how long this lasts. My goal is to keep using this as the top and let the already old one take all the heat and the damage for a while so that it'll keep the papers nice on the top. And then when it kind of gets beat up, it'll move to the bottom and I'll put the other new one on the top. We'll see if that lasts, because that's what my plan was. See, now I only got a minimal impression on there. I don't know if you can see it. That was my original plan when I got the new plates with my new Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And then in a flurry, as I was trying to make a bunch of stuff, totally forgot and cut it. All right, so there's my little angle. Did I get it in the middle? It's slightly off. Oh well, we'll work with it. That's what happens when you talk and craft. It doesn't always work perfectly. So what else am I going to cut? Well, we're going to leave that for right now. And we'll come back. All right, so we're going to start to set this up. All right, so I'm going to take my DSP and add it with some snail. Let me pull you in. All right. All right. So here's my card base, and I'm going to add this really pretty paper down the bottom. There we go. All right, so I'm going to set that aside, and now I'm going to stamp. Get my foam, and this is this is the Ornamental Envelopes stamp set. Use these really pretty ornaments, and first I'm going to stamp it in Early Espresso, which I put away. Shame on me. All right, so we're going to stamp that in Early Espresso because I want this to be like the background portion of it. So we're going to stamp. Turn it sideways. Can I do it straight? We'll see. Look at it. I even got it all on my thumb. I swear some days I am the messiest stamper going. Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Now I need my cleaner. Let's set that aside. And we're going to clean off the ink with my Simply Chamois. Look at this. This is also how I get filthy, because I dive right in. Inky fingers, but you know, are you really a stamper if you don't have inky fingers? It's sort of just part of it. I swear I go places and people look at me like, what is with her and her fingers? Okay, so I'm going to close the espresso so I'm not wearing that any more than I already am. I'm going to pull out several other sheets, and I'm going to stamp this again in 3 colors. I'm stamping it in Real Red, Pear Pizzazz, and Mossy Meadow, because those are the colors in the Heartworm Hugs paper. I'm going to start with the lightest color. Nope, that is not the lightest color. This one. I'm starting with this one. And so this is Pear Pizzazz. I'm going to ink this up, and I'm just stamp it. And then come over here, clean it. And now we're going to set this aside, and we're going to stamp. So we'll stick with greens. We'll do Mossy Meadow. Stamp it. Clean it. Now I'm going to red, so I gotta really clean it. Come on. because you don't want muddled. You don't want muddled. It's one thing going from a light color to a darker one, but you don't. If I got green in the red, it'd be real muddled. And the red wouldn't be pretty. All right. And last one. All right. Now we're doing the real red. Pick it up. Stamp it. Boom. The one fun thing about this, you could easily make a bunch because you're not going to use all of these on the one card. So when you cut this, you're going to have enough to do multiple cards. So it makes it a little easier. You can only get 3 cards out of it. Because the red will stain. Let's just get it off while we can. All right. Close enough. All right, so there are our 3. Now these we're going to cut out with the matching die, which cuts them all out at the same time. Woohoo! But like I said, you end up with extras, so I don't actually have to cut these because I have extras from when I made my original. So we're gonna save a smidge of time and not cut those out. All right, so this is off center, but we'll make it work. All right, so we're just gonna pretend that's centered. What I want to do is figure out how I want to line these up. I'm gonna do this one here, this one here. I want to do at least 2 reds. Put you here, you there, and then that one. That works. All right, see, and I have enough left over for another card. And so I'm going to attach these with dimensionals. I got to find a dimensional sheet that has a bunch. All right, so flip this over. Dimensional, oops, there we go. Dimensional in the middle. Where's my pokey tool? So there's one. And so it's just adding a dimensional to the back and then placing it down. And I like to use the take a pick tool to kind of help me line it up, because sometimes my fingers are just too big and they don't do as good a job as the take a pick tool will do. So, again, remember, we're pretending that's in the center. If I wasn't live, I would have done that again, but it's okay. So I'm going to attach this to the back of Mossy Meadow once I find my seal. Here we go. All right. And now I'm going to attach this here in the center again with more dimensionals, because I like me a bumpy card. I think it just looks better. All right. How is everyone this morning? Like I said, I just was, or this afternoon, now that if you're on the East Coast, you're now past noon. I just could not get my act together this morning. I think we're doing better now, but whoo, this morning did not go together the way I wanted it to. All right, so there is that. So now I'm going to attach this across the top. To do that, though, Did I go down? Hold on. I don't tell you how many times I take cards apart. Oh, no, actually, I want to do that. I'm going to cut it off. Oh, I forgot. All right. I'm trying to remember how I made this. I just came up with this yesterday. As I did this, and then I cut it off. That's right. All right. So I want to customizing. So from here down, I want to cut off, let's say 3/4. That's what I did. I forgot that I left extra. So I'm going to cut 3/4 of an inch off the top. So it fits. Like this. Granted, it's not centered. I'm going to tell you, see, I did it right over here. I did it right over there. I didn't, but you get the idea. Sometimes it's trying to do stuff live. I figure you'd rather see how I screw up, because I can. So now I'll turn this upside down so I can line it up. And so I have dimensionals on either side so that I attach it here, because this centerpiece is bumped up, so it's going to sit flat on that. So line this up at the top, sides, boom. And now what I can do is come back here. There we go. All right. Again, did it better over here. Oh well, it's, you know, you have those days. Have those days. All right. So now we're going to do the greeting. So this is Pear Pizzazz, and I'm going to stamp with Mossy Meadow. And the greeting is from, this is Wrapped in Christmas. So we're using this Peace on Earth greeting. Oops. All right. I'm going to ink this up. See if I can get any more ink on me. Oh. See what else I can screw up. All right, that looks good. Yay. Nope, more ink. Okay. I don't have any. All right. Paper towel so I can wipe the ink, because that would get further. Oh, it's a day. Oh well. All right, so now we're going to die cut this out. Back. All right, so where did my dies go? So this is one of the stitched shape, stitched rectangles. I think it's like the smallest ones. Where is it? So it's this one over here. It's the small, real kind of label one. And I'm not going to center it. I'm putting the piece on the left side, because this is going to hang over. Okay. All right, there we go. This on top, send it through. There we go. So that one came out okay. All right, so what I want to do is line this up here, and I'm going to have it hang over the edge, and I'm going to trim that off. All right, so to lie it flat on the ornament, and I want to put some dimensionals over here on this side. This panel's on a dimensional, and this panel's on a dimensional. So I need to do a double stack of dimensionals here. So I remove the top of that dimensional. I take this dimensional and sit it right on top. So now I have, ooh, totally messed that. All right, we're gonna do it again. So I take the top off of one dimensional. Okay. So the top's off that dimensional. And then I'm going to put another dimensional on top. That makes a double stack. So it's higher. So I'm going to take that off. I'm going to put it over here. I'm going to take my Stampin' Seal, put it on this side. So that will stick to the ornament. And then my double stack will stick down here. Good morning, everybody. Or good afternoon. All right, so I'm going to stick this just like that. And then I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to cut that little extra hanging off the side. There we go. Now we're going to add bling, because bling fixes everything. So I'm getting my rhinestones. Let's see. And I'm going to use all the little ones that are at the top. So, stuck to my finger. So we're going to stick this here and kind of bling up all the ornaments, because ornaments by nature are blingy. They just should be. Let's see, I'm going to stick that one here. Where did that one go? We put one here. And then one more. All right. Okay, so there's my blingy card. Not perfect, but that's a little more perfect. But now let's whip up an envelope to go with it. All right, so out of the way. So first, here is this is a medium envelope. This is the Whisper White one. And the first thing I'm going to do is take this die that I can't get off my board here. All right, this one. And we're going to place it here. You can see how I have it. You know, place it here, and we're going to die cut it out. Okay. Eyeball it in the center. There we go. So there is the there's the envelope. We'll cut more of that out in a second. Get the pieces off. All right, so next I have a piece of the DSP. Put that in, and here is the die that's going to cut the same size as the medium envelope. I'm going to attempt to center that on here. All right. I'm going to run that through. Here, all right. I made it a little bit bigger. So I'm going, then I don't have to worry about it. Like I can customize it. So now take my trimmer. I'm just going to line this up here. Oop, not the scoring one, the cutting one. And that'll cut that off. And then I'll do the same thing over here. Move this so I can see where it lines up. There you go. So poke out my little die pieces. All right, so before I add all these die cuts. Let's stamp. So this is fun, you know, in case your hand addressing can make it look cute while you're trying to line up your address of your mailing. So I'm just going to eyeball this. I'm doing this in the Pear Pizzazz so that it's not quite so bright and bold as it would be with the Mossy Meadow or the Real Red. All right, so there is my lines for my address. Now, when I did this one, I just eyeballed these corners and stamped them. But if I was doing a mass production, I would really rather do that with the Stamparatus. So I lined it up. Let's see if this works, because it's not how I did it. Where'd I put the Real Red? Here we go. Not how I did it. So let's see if it works out. Nothing else has worked out perfectly, so it's fine. It'll go with the little Misfits stuff. Oh, see, there we go. That looked good. Now I just have to turn it and do it again. Boom. It's nice when things work out in real life that you had set up in your head. I gotta be careful of that though. Where did I put the tissue? Nope, missing. Okay. And one more side, and Real Red. I usually like to use my spots for little stamps in the Stamparatus. You're less likely to get all this extra. All right. So now our envelope is stamped. Super cute. All right. Move my Stamparatus. Get rid of the ink that I can stick my fingers in that I've proven to you today that I do. All right. So now we're back over here. I've cut a small piece and a Real Red. And I'm going to just add a little bit of, oh, come on, here we go, of seal. Come on, advance, there we go. All right. Now, I could just put this through. I mean, this is red with stripes, but I wanted the bold red. So you could save this step and not do it. All right, so there is that, so you can get the red through. And now what I learned after ruining an envelope is I'm not going to put any snail here or seal. Oh, come on. It's working against me today. There we go. All right. I'm putting it on here. Let go. I'm going to slide my little piece in. On my thumb. Line it up here. Then put it down. There we go. Get a little extra on the side. Done, done, done. So there is my envelope, and you can manually fold. So there is my envelope to go with my card. So there's like the inside, and here's the outside of these cards. Woohoo! All right. So that is the Ornamental Envelope Bundle for today. And pieces and parts. So like I said, you can add a little red. I thought about doing this. I was adding red here, and so you have a little scallop below. That didn't work. So let's pick a winner. So if you have just popped on, pop in, say hi, leave a comment, because I'm about to pick a winner for, where are my winners? That's not it. Case giveaways, there we go. For the Twal Tidings Glitter Enamel Dots. So if you are on right now and you haven't commented on the Crafty Stampin' post, comment now. Say hi, whatever. And then if you don't win, or you are watching either on YouTube or Facebook at a later date, leave a comment, and I'll put you in the drawing for the Seasoned with Kindness, which we will pick next Thursday. All right, let me come over here and hope that this site works today. Didn't work yesterday. Let's try refreshing. If not, if this doesn't work, I will just pick something right afterwards. It was finicky a couple days ago. Come on, post. There we go. And get comments. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. Yes, Terry, the red foil would look awesome in there, peeking through. 61 comments. That looks about right. Okay. So if I come over here and I try to find where it says live. All right. So I'm going to hit this start button. Boom. I'm going to hit this big start button. You're going to see a bunch of names go by. Then you will see a winner. It'll pop up. The winner is bum, bum, bum. And it is Mary Hammer Burnett. So congratulations to Mary. Mary, head over to craftystampin.com. Go up to specials, giveaways, and then click this claim your prize button, which is now going to show you how to do that. We don't want to do that. Okay. You fill out the form and I will get those in the mail to you. So thank you everybody for joining me today and dealing with my little screw ups. It just seemed to go with the day. But I hope you all enjoyed that, and I will be back next Thursday with something else, and hopefully it'll all go right. And again, tomorrow I will have my paper pumpkin alternative post for the October paper pumpkin. So if you guys are interested, I know everyone's a big paper pumpkin fan. So that'll be up. And other than that, I will see everybody next week. Have a great week. Bye.